of its time started as a platform called The Point, which was designed to organize groups of people for collective action, like boycotts or fundraising. The platform was failing. However, the founders noticed that a small group of users in Chicago were using the site to band together to get a group discount on a pizza place. They were ignoring the main purpose of the site and using it for something else entirely. Instead of dismissing this as an anomaly, the founders decided to pivot. They created a simple blog and manually posted one local deal a day. When someone bought it, they would email them a PDF voucher. This was the MVP for Groupon. The pivot, based on learning from a small group of early customers, turned a failing company into a multi-billion-dollar business. Other types of pivots Rice describes include zoom-in pivot. A single feature of the product becomes the whole product. Customer segment pivot. The product solves a real problem, but for a different set of customers than originally anticipated. Platform pivot. Changing from an application to a platform, or vice versa. The practical application. Schedule regular pivot or persevere meetings. Don't let this be an ad hoc decision. Make it a regular, scheduled part of your process. Be brutally honest with the data. Look at your actionable metrics. Are they moving the needle in a meaningful way? If you continue on this path, will you reach your business goals? Don't fear the pivot. Reframe it for yourself and your team. A pivot is a strategic change based on new intelligence. It's a sign that you are learning and adapting, which is the whole point of the Lean Startup methodology. Integration and synthesis. A philosophy of scientific entrepreneurship. How do all these concepts, validated learning, MVPs, innovation accounting, and pivots come together to form a cohesive philosophy? They are the building blocks of a new approach to creating things in the world, an approach we can call scientific entrepreneurship. At its core, the Lean Startup is a direct application of the scientific method to the chaotic and uncertain world of innovation. Think about how a scientist works. They start with a vision of how the world might work. From this vision, they formulate a specific, testable hypothesis, the leap of faith assumption. They then design an experiment to test that hypothesis, the MVP. They run the experiment and collect objective data, the actionable metrics from innovation accounting. Finally, they analyze the data and draw a conclusion. This conclusion either supports their hypothesis, leading them to persevere with further experiments, or it refutes it, forcing them to pivot and formulate a new hypothesis. This is the build, measure, learn feedback loop. It is the engine of scientific discovery repurposed as the engine of entrepreneurial discovery. This philosophy is a radical departure from the traditional waterfall model of development, where a product is planned in great detail, built over a long period, and then launched in a single Big Bang moment. The Lean Startup philosophy recognizes that this approach is fine for building something where the outcome is known, like constructing a bridge, for example. But when you are operating in a domain of high uncertainty, like a startup, the waterfall model is a recipe for disaster. You are trying to draw a detailed map of a country you have never visited. The Lean Startup, therefore, is a